Hello, it's Bayo here from quietexperts.com. Thank you for joining me in part 2 of this 5-part series on how to turn prospects and leads into paying clients as an introvert entrepreneur online or as a quiet expert. Now, I hope that you've gone through part 1 and you've also taken action on the steps that I shared with you in part 1, because the most important thing for you to understand is that even though these have worked for me and they continue to work for me as a quiet expert, an introvert entrepreneur online, and for those that I teach, those that I coach and mentor, everything I say means nothing if you don't put it into practice in your own introvert-led business. So I encourage you to, if you haven't, listen to the first tip and then go and implement the action steps. You can do them easily without anything additional required. Now, if you're ready, let's look at the second out of the 5 tips for how you, as an introvert entrepreneur online or as the owner of an introvert-led business, can turn more of your prospects and more of your leads into paying dream clients. Now, let's look at insider tip number 2, which is you've got to know what your dream client wants and match your offer to their needs. I'm going to assume that as a quiet expert, you have a great service or a great solution or maybe a great product. So let's get that out of the way. You have a great service or a solution, one that you know will help many businesses or people. But the problem is you still put your offer in front of people, and what happens? They say no. So why is this? First of all, understand that this is common. It does happen. But why is this happening? Well, perhaps your offer simply isn't for them. Your service may be wonderful, but you're targeting the wrong market for you as a quiet expert and an introvert entrepreneur online. So how do you find the right market for your excellent introvert provided service or solution so you can play to your strengths as an introvert entrepreneur? Well, you do it through market research. What you've got to do is conduct research on your potential dream clients and find out what they like, what they want, or what they need. Most of all, focus on a single major business or life problem, and this is key, or a pain point that your solution, your service, or your product can solve in a unique or special way. Now, people readily invest money in business or personal solutions that relieve their major business or life pain or help them overcome problems. And you'd probably do this yourself as well, if I'm correct. So you want to be a provider of such solutions to your dream clients. For example, you're selling a service that handles social media for small businesses. Small businesses are busy, and many of them simply don't understand how to use social media effectively. So a business might feel that it needs to use Facebook since everyone's doing it, but where do they start? As a service provider, an introvert entrepreneur with deep experience and a track record or knowledge of a proven way to get results through your own experience, what you've done in your business with social media, you just need to put your offer in front of such a business. But what if your offer, this thing that you offer this high quality service to a young tech savvy company that already knows how to do its social media? Even if you're the world's greatest introvert entrepreneur and quiet expert in social media, you're a whiz. Your offer just isn't suitable to a business like this. It's not a reflection of the value of your offer, by the way, but simply not a good match. And that's the key thing to understand here. So let's look at action steps for insider tip number 2. What is the problem that your solution solves? Okay, what problem does yours or your product uniquely solve? Mine, for instance, solves problems for introvert entrepreneurs who are online, who run parts of their business online and don't like selling. They struggle to get prospects, to get leads, and to convert those leads into paying clients. That's why you're looking at this program, why you're going through it right now, how to turn your prospects into paying clients as an introvert entrepreneur online and as a quiet expert. But what is your solution? What problem does it solve? And what kind of business or individual needs it? In other words, who's in dire need of it? These are the things that you need to consider, and these are your action steps for tip number 2 for how to convert prospects and leads into paying clients as an introvert entrepreneur online. So join me again for insider tip number 3.